Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 25, where the Gamecocks are still at home, this time with a little bit of action as they welcome Akron from the MAC Conference. A little bit of a low-down game after last week's debacle in the fourth quarter here at home against LSU. The Gamecocks honestly should probably be 3-0 right now, but they come into this game at 2-1. All the Zips come in 1-2, fresh off a win last week against Colgate. But we're here at home in Williams-Brice. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty content, as the Gamecocks offense will take the field. And we're going to spotlight Jared Brown today, the former Coastal Carolina transfer, who's been pretty good for this offense. I would say it's played pretty well through the first 3 games of the season. Start off with a run by Sanders, gets 3, now 2nd and 7. Sellers dumps it off for the tight end Simon. He's been a good security blanket, but he was quiet last week. Only 2 catches for 9 yards in that loss to LSU. Obviously, the 2 late interceptions from Sellers was very costly for us. He'll live and learn. He's a redshirt freshman, but overall, I think Sellers has played great this season. That was a 4-yard loss. Now sets up 2nd and 14. Here's a screen for Sanders, who's been great in space. Raheem Sanders, the former Arkansas Razorback transfer, gets the first down on the screen. Here's Oscar Adaway III, the former North Texas transfer, who gets about 9.5. A lot of transfers on this offense that we've talked about, and I think they're all starting to mesh pretty well. After the wrong call for Sellers to keep that ball, it's 3rd and 3, and Huggins-Bruce gets the pitch, and he breaks a tackle, and he's in the open space. A great play by Huggins-Bruce to shed the tackle. Another transfer who gets us inside the red zone, all done because of him. 1st and 10 now from the 17 as Sanders gets 6, as he's coming off 105 yards last week in the loss. 2nd and 4, Sellers rolls outside the pocket left, trying to outrun the defense. He's got an angle, and he's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lenoris Sellers gets it done with his legs. And the Gamecocks will strike first up 7-0 as here comes the offense for the Zips. You can see the impact players on your screen. We've already seen Sanders and Lewis. Now it's time to see Alex Adams of Akron and Tonka Hemingway on the line, as the Zips will start off with a carry. They're led by the former Cal Golden Bear transfer Ben Finley, the redshirt junior, at quarterback. But here's a great run outside that gets a ton as Marcus Williams rips off a big gain. He's not someone who gets a lot of carries. He comes to this game with only 3 on the season for Akron. He's already got 2 here, 3 actually, that have averaging 12 a carry. The Zips starting off hot here on offense, as that's probably the worst run of the day. That was Charles Killam instead. 2nd and 10, he stays on the field, and he goes backwards again, now making it 3rd and 11 for Akron. They're going to be forced to throw here, as Finley takes the snap, 4-man rush, looks right side, and has a man open. That is Bobby Golden Jr., who gets the first down. Now the Zips are inside the red zone. Quickly back to Golden. He's got them goal to go. He has 11 catches for 140 yards and 2 touchdowns this season. He's been a very productive member of the Akron offense. As actually, right as I say that, he gets hurt on this play. It looks like limping off the field. That could be a big loss for Akron. 2nd and goal now. Here's a touch pass. And close to the end zone, but marked a yard shy. 3rd and goal from the 1. They hand it off, and Killam will dive into the end zone for a touchdown. Akron ties it up. Killam now has 3 straight weeks with a touchdown. We're all knotted up at 7 apiece. Next drive here for the Gamecocks. 1st and 10 from the 38. Nice throw outside. That's a long throw as well. Finding the first down, and Huggins-Bruce, who's been hot start to the day. Here he is again on the bubble screen as he gets 5. Now 2nd and 5 for the Gamecocks. Short pass to Sanders out of the backfield. He gets hit hard, but he picks up the first down. Out to the 37 now. He gets the carry, tries to cut it up, and he only gets 2. Only 5 for 11 so far for Sanders today. As on 2nd and 8, a heavy blitz from Akron off the play fake. Forces that one incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 8. Sellers forced to step up in the pocket, and he gets sacked down. That's going to be Bennett Adler, the senior, with a sack. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're all knotted up at 7 apiece. Akron came to play today. Now they got the ball on offense with a chance to take the lead. They have 2nd and 7 from the 42 of USC. Back to throw is Finley. Looks left side, and that one's dropped. Nice defense there by South Carolina. Forcing a big 3rd and 7. Right side, that's a nice throw. There's the impact man, Alex Adams, the senior, who gets out to the 24. Now Akron going a little bit of no huddle here, trying to pick up the tempo. Throwing to the end zone. He's intercepted. Finley gets picked off. That's Nick Imenwari with his second of the season. The Irmo, South Carolina native, just down the road here from Columbia. Comes up with a big turnover. Keeps it all knotted up at 7 apiece as here comes the Gamecock offense again. After a stop there by Sanders, they face 3rd and 10. Blitz from the left side. Sellers rolls to his right. Tries to float it over the defender. That's a dangerous pass. Luckily, it's dropped by Paul Lewis, the Cornell transfer. And South Carolina gets nothing after the turnover. Stays 7 all. As bouncing off a tackle is Kellum before trapped down by Tonka Hemingway. Picks up 1 now, 2nd and 9. It's a bubble screen outside for Faison Wilson, who gets a first down and a lot more as he gets out to the 48, plus territory again for Akron. He's been moving the ball well. 1st and 10, can't set up the screen. Now makes it 2nd and 10 as they go play fake. Finley downfield has Tonka right in his face. Takes a shot to the chest. Incomplete. Now 3rd and 10. You would like to have a sack there. As instead, Finley throws across the middle and he's got his man. It's the tight end, Max Wisner, who has his first grab of the day, 18 yards. Now out to the 30, keeps the drive alive. Here's a touch pass. Alex Adams tries to cut it up. Good vision. Picks up 5. 2nd and 5 now. Trying to set up a wide receiver screen. Is thrown in the dirt. And now another 3rd down for the Zips. Trying to extend the drive. Finley only faces a 3-man rush. Is a short pass wide open. Nobody covered underneath. And now Akron back in the red zone. Chance to take the lead again. However, they will go backwards 5 as it looks like they're going to get the right guard, Dane Shore, the UConn transfer, with the false start. 1st and 15, motion out the back, pump fake across the middle, looks that way anyway, and he's got his man open. It's a touchdown. Nobody covers Alex Adams across the middle, and the Zips lead 14-7 as we go to the 2-minute warning. South Carolina is driving. They got 2nd and 3 from the 10, but you don't want to see them trailing from behind. It's a tight end screen for Simon, and he's going to find the end zone, so the Gamecocks aren't down for long as they tie it back up at 14 apiece. But he gave Akron a lot of time to potentially get more points, and they get the ball at half, so a chance to double dip here for Akron. They go play fake 1st and 10 left side. That one's tough grab and caught in front of Swain. 2nd and 4. Here comes a blitz from South Carolina. Gets home. Kidder with the hit, and Tonka will finish him off. A sack on Finley. They finally get to the quarterback. Faces a 3rd and 8. Akron runs down the clock, but they're still going to throw for it as that's a hospital ball as they leads Adams across the middle. Incomplete, so now South Carolina will get a chance to get some points. They have all 3 timeouts as Brown is back to return this punt. He'll cut it right side, and Jared Brown shakes a tackle. Nice move, and he gets out past the 50, so he sets out South Carolina with good field position here. Is on 1st and 10. Here's a screen for Sanders, who gets 7, and more importantly, gets out of bounds. Now you're inside at 40 seconds. Sellers in the gun. Takes the snap, dumps it off short. Sanders again out of the backfield, and he gets a good chunky yards. We're now inside the 30. Sellers 1st and 10 now. Looks across the middle, throws it to Harbor. That's a tough grab. Nice catch there by Nick Harbor. As I'd seen the comments, you want to see him get more involved in the offense, and I would have to agree. 1st and 10 now from the 15. Sellers just trying to keep his eyes downfield. He eventually takes off and runs for it. He picks up 6. 2nd and 4 now. Play fake to Sanders. Sellers looks left side, looks for Simon, but a great defensive play by Lewis knocks it free. And that was 3rd and 4 for the Gamecocks, trying to set up a screen, but Lewis reads it to perfection, knocks him down. It's a loss of 3. South Carolina will settle for the field goal, which is up and in, and we'll go into the half at least with the lead. But it has not been easy here in Columbia, South Carolina. 17-14 your score. Akron is hanging around. Finley's been throwing a good ball all around despite the 1 interception. We'll see if the Gamecocks can pull away here in the second half, or will the Zips look to keep it close and try to pull off the upset. As we'll get right back here with the action in Columbia, South Carolina from Williams-Brice Stadium. Don't go anywhere. More football right after this. Back with the second half here from Columbia as Akron does start off the second half with the football, as they'll start off with a quick little bubble screen outside and pick up 6. Akron's offense has been very good today. They've just had a couple of little mistakes that have had them trailing by 3, but they come out of the second half with a chance to go down and take the lead. 1st and 10 now from 38. Another bubble screen. Here's Golden, who is back in the ball game, and the junior is able to get a first down with a nice catch and run. Already in plus territory are the Zips, as now it's a keeper, as Finley will do it himself. He trucks a defender, and he's going to pick up the first down. How about that strength shown by the former Cal Golden Bear? He didn't give him the first, though. Second and inches, I thought he got it, but this will definitely give him the first and a lot more. How about the day that Marcus Williams is having? Rarely any touches coming into this one, and he's been ripping them off. 1st and 10 now, basically 1st and goal. It's out, quick pass, and that's overthrown. 2nd and goal now, they'll try again. Finley, short, has his man Golden, who catches it and gains 7. And it's 3rd and 3 from the 3. Going to the air again, Finley. 4-man rush, here comes the pressure, and it's off the back of his receiver. I don't think he was expecting it, but Cal's going to go for it. Akron, is going to go for it. 4th and 3, and it's going to be, a touchdown. What a hit. But Charles Kellum falls into the end zone, and Akron has regained the lead. A great drive for them coming out of the half, as now it's time for South Carolina to take the offense, take the field, as that's going to go nowhere for Sanders. 2nd and 10 now. Now a draw. You don't see this very often, and it actually works. I think it caught Akron by surprise. That's 16 for Sanders. 1st and 10. Now a bubble screen. Huggins Bruce, but that one's read to perfection. Nice play. That's the impact player, Darian Lewis, again. 2nd and 10. Short pass. Harbor, who can't hold on. There's one knock on him. It is his hands as he drops that one. Leads the team and drops. Is now 3rd and 10. A great catch by Huggins Bruce on the outside. Tiptoeing it. That'll move the chains. Next play. Handoff Sanders up the middle. Invites the contact. Takes 3. 2nd and 7. This time he's motioning out of the backfield. It's a swing pass to him. Sanders with it. Plenty of room to run, and he's going to have a lot inside the 5. A touchdown for the Gamecocks. But how about the blocking? If you go back and watch that, Nick Harbor with an insane block. The line helped downfield. Sprung the 42-yard touchdown. And South Carolina's back out on top 24-21. Next play, Akron from the 25. Deep ball, and it's caught. Flipping the field from 125 to the other. It's Faison Wilson with a deep grab. And Akron, they're trying to keep us on our back foot. They go no huddle. Handoff Kellum outside. He invites contact, and he picks up 6 down at the 19. Another red zone trip here for Akron. It's a flip touch pass. Everybody knew it was humming except for the defense, as they can't stop them. Fortunately for Akron, right guard Dane Shore is hurt on the play. Now they face 2nd inches from the 1. Kellum to the right. He doesn't get the handoff. It's a screen, and it's dropped. Nice defense outside by Swain. 3rd and inches now from the 1. This time they give it to Kellum, but he meets Tonka Hemingway, who meets him in the backfield. And Akron will kick the 3 this time. It's a short kick, but it's an awkward angle from 19 right hash, and not enough curve. Missed by Noah Perez, who was perfect coming into that kick, and he missed it. And we'll go into the 4th quarter. The Gamecocks lead 24-21. And they got pretty good field position. Lenore Sellers is having a great game. 3 total touchdowns for him. But they face 3rd and 7 here from the 9. Man in motion, Harbor right side. Gets closer to the formation. Now he goes out. Sellers looks for him. He's got him, but he doesn't get to the marker. 4th inches, and now Gamecocks still just take the field goal. They'll go up by 6. 27-21 now with 1 quarter to go. As Akron offense has been hard to stop so far. 5 yards in the bubble screen. Now 2nd and 5. Handoff. And this time it's going to be Mets. Tonka Hemingway again. Only a gain of 1. Now 3rd and 4. Kellum now to the left. As Finley will throw for this one. 4-man rush. And he just dumps it out of bounds. The defense gets us off the field. Offense retakes control now. 1st and 10 from the 31. Bubble screen. Huggins Bruce has the first. He's had a great day today on the outside. 9 for 114. Now to the 43. Sellers looking. Has Harbor, but he overthrows him. That's hard to do with his 99 speed and 6'5 frame. 2nd and 10. Harbor now in motion. Sellers looks across the middle. Jared Brown with a nice catch and run. Great vision by Sellers, who's done a great job today just spreading the football around and finding the open receiver. Brown's got 3 for 53 now. Now to the 37. Getting some signals from the sideline. Play clock winding down. USC goes play fake. Sellers looking, almost intercepted. Great play by Fish. Basically covered 2 routes on that play. 2nd and 10 now. 5-man pressure, and it's going to go down. Trey Bobblade didn't even block McCoy. Barely got a touch on him, and now it's 3rd and 20. Sellers outside the pocket, just trying to extend it. Throws it up for Harbor in the back of the end zone. He drops it, looking for the 6'5" big man. But a great hit by Lewis frees it. And South Carolina comes up empty. So 27-21. Now we're coming inside 2 minutes. As there's a 3-yard carry. Now Williams checks back in. He's had a great day, and he's got nowhere to go. South Carolina's run defense these past couple drives looking a lot better. As the tight end Max Wisher has to come off the field. He's holding his wrist. He would be okay, though. 3rd and 3, and they settle in on the run again and stop it. Great defense. Kyle Kennard with the hit, the former Ball State Cardinal transfer. And he gives the offense the football back. Here's a nice run by Attaway. Unfortunately, it's not going to count, as it looks like they're going to get Trey Bobolade with the block in the back. The left tackle has not had a good game here for the Gamecocks. Instead of first down, it's now 1st and 20. Sellers takes the snap, looks for Harbor. That one's batted away. That's hard to do. Step for step was Joey Hunter with Nick Harbor. 2nd and 20. Now they set up a jailbreak screen for him, and he's going to have it. And he's going to run it out and pick up 15. You can tell the offense is really trying to get Harbor more touches here in the second half. This is now 3rd and 5 for the offense. Sellers floats it outside. That's Campbell close to the marker, and they're going to give it to him. I don't know if he got it. The offense is going to hurry up. No challenge comes in as DJ Braswell gets the carry. He gets a big one. Braswell bounces this one outside, and he's going to be pushed out at the 8-yard line. That is 50 yards for DJ Braswell. Goal to go now here for the Gamecocks. Sellers the throw, and he faces pressure. Offensive line has really failed him today. That's the 4th sack given up on Sellers. Now you got 2nd and goal from the 20. Sellers rolls to his left, just trying to keep his eyes downfield. Now he tucks it and runs it, and he's going to get to the 10, take a little hit, and force that out. 3rd and goal now. Here comes a 4-man rush. Sellers steps up. He's going to run it himself, but he's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lenore Sellers, 2nd one on the ground. 4th total for him today. He is having a sensational game. And now the Gamecocks will go for 2, try to make it a 14-point game, and they do. Finds Huggins Bruce wide open. It's 35-21. Kind of settling out in front now, but you still got 6 minutes to go. And yeah, don't forget what happened last week. There's a nice start for the Zips. They get out to the 44, maneuver the halfback in motion, but it's a quick pass across the middle. It's caught. That is Wilson with the grab. 2nd and 4 now. Quick pass again. Oh, goes for the interception. Was Jalen Kilgore. He comes up empty. And instead, it's a 1st down for Akron. Moving the football, and they're doing it quickly. Quick pass now. That one's dropped. That's good defense across the middle. Stops the clock now. 4:31 to play. 2nd and 10. Akron. Short pass again. This time it is caught, as you can see. Checking back in is Wishner, and the sophomore has 7. 3rd and 3. Finley to throw. Across the middle as the defenders run into each other. That frees up Adams, and the senior gets out to the 15. It's a red zone trip here for Akron. They go hurry up too. 3:30 left to play. Finley to throw it. Across the middle, he's got his man again. It's Adams. Pick up 6. Defense just playing too soft. 2nd and 4 now. Finley changes some things up. Takes the snap. Here comes pressure. It's a throw outside. Nice counter for Golden, who gets pulled out of bounds at the 1 by DQ Smith. But now you got goal to go from the 1-yard line. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be a touchdown in Akron. How about that? First carry of the day as well for Wilson, and he gets the score. As we go to the 2-minute warning, we're only up by 7, and it's 3rd and 2. This 1st down would almost ice the game, but they don't get it. So Akron will get a chance to go tie the game. Where have I seen this before? They got 1:52 and 2 timeouts to do it. Can the defense hold up? Here's a screen outside. Nice play. Gets out to Williams. Stops him for 2. Clock continues to run. 2nd and 8 now. Pressure, almost a sack as they hit Finley from behind. It was Dylan Stewart, the 5-star freshman. 3rd and 8 now. Finley, pressure in his face. Just gets it off. It's caught. But now it's 4th and 3. Akron hurries to the line. They're not going to use a timeout here. But this could be the game. Finley outside. Too soft on the outside. He realizes it hits Wilson. Chains will move. Drive will continue. Now at about 70 seconds. Stewart has a free shot at the quarterback, but he doesn't bring him down. Nobody blocked Dylan Stewart, and somehow Finley escaped the sack. Gets out of bounds too. That stops the clock. Is now 2nd and 10. Here comes more pressure. It's dumped off short, and it's a nice hit by Smith. Gain of 3, and we're inside a minute. 3rd and 7. Clock runs. Now inside 50 seconds. They get the snap. Now 4-man pressure in his face. Finley maneuvers, and he throws this one out of bounds, and now it's going to be 4th and 7. This is the game. In the gun, spreading out the defense. 4-man rush. Finley looking, buying time across the middle, and it's dropped. Wilson drops it. He had the first down. That'll turn the ball over. South Carolina will knee it out, and they will escape with the win. Final score 35-28 to the game. That was a lot closer than it probably should be. How about the offense, though? Sellers had himself a great game. He gets player of the game. But the defense, it's a little scary. They played pretty good the past 2 weeks against Kentucky and LSU, and then they have Akron this week, and they were not very good. They were terrible in the run game for the first 3 quarters, and they gave up a lot of deep passes. That's a little scary considering the stretch we're about to have, where we face 4 insanely strong opponents in the SEC. But at least we get the win this week. Offensive line needs to do a little bit better as well. Sellers got hit way too many times in this one. But a win's a win, and we improved to 3-1. And Missouri can't say the same. They get upset at home by Vanderbilt this week. Vanderbilt's usually the bottom dwellers of the conference. How about them with that victory on the road? Big game this week for Oklahoma State and Kansas State in the Big 12. And then Michigan looks to continue to stay undefeated. The battle for the jug between them and Minnesota this week. And then also rivals Miami and Virginia Tech will go to battle in Week 5. Here are the scores around the league, though. Week 4, all the nationally televised games. App State stays undefeated. They double up South Alabama. Stanford gets welcomed to the ACC with a loss at Syracuse. Western Kentucky picks up a win over the Toledo Rockets. Iowa State handles Arkansas State in a close one. I shouldn't say handle. Michigan gets the win against USC. They stay undefeated, give the Trojans their first loss. Mississippi State knocks off Florida in the SEC. Georgia Tech wins a 1-point game on the road against Louisville. The Yellow Jackets have had a very good season this year with a couple of big wins. Memphis gets a road victory in conference against Navy, and Army also drops. So not a good week for the military academies. Charlotte gets another big win. That's the second big win on the road. 49ers, they need to start getting some rank recognition soon. Tulane with the victory, Penn State as well. Miami dominates South Florida on the road in Tampa. Southern Miss knocks off Jacksonville State. Kentucky gets a big win over Ohio. Rutgers will knock off Virginia Tech. That's a big win on the road for the Scarlet Knights. Texas A&M handles Bowling Green by 6. Notre Dame with a scare against Miami, Ohio. They get it done. East Carolina gives Liberty their first loss of the season. Ohio State stays undefeated against Marshall. North Texas beats Wyoming by 1 point, 15-14. Duke goes down to Middle Tennessee State. That's a big loss for them. Nebraska is victorious over Illinois. Iowa wins the rivalry battle against Minnesota. Auburn picks up a victory against Arkansas. Florida State welcomes Cal to the conference of the win as the Seminoles try to righten the early ship. Cincinnati stays undefeated against Houston in the Big 12. Ole Miss knocks off Georgia Southern. That is the next team we will face, by the way. We saw Vandy get the win. West Virginia knocks off Kansas, the first loss for the Jayhawks this season. And then we go down. New Mexico knocks off Fresno State. North Carolina bounces back with a win over James Madison. LSU survives UCLA. The Chanticleers lose at home to Virginia. They get doubled up by the Cavaliers. Washington gets their first win in the Big Ten over Northwestern. Kansas State dominates BYU 50-7. Colorado State rolls against UTEP. And then we see Purdue go on the win and win by 2 against the Beavers. Boston College beats Michigan State in a pretty high-profile non-conference game. SMU wins a rivalry against TCU by a good bit. Good win for the Mustangs. Texas gets back and beats Louisiana Monroe. Tennessee gets knocked out by Oklahoma. That knocks the Volunteers out of the ranks. And Clemson stays winless. Our division rival is not having a good season. They lose to NC State. Hopefully that continues when we face them. Oklahoma State doubles up at Utah 42-21. And then we see Texas Tech knock off Arizona State. Welcome to the Big 12. San Jose State beats Washington State's team in limbo. And then Colorado gets it done against Baylor. I always got to catch my breath after those. Here are your rankings around the country as the top 6 all stay the same. Oklahoma moves up a couple of spots because Utah lost to Oklahoma State. And the other team we saw lost was Missouri. So a couple of other teams move around. USC drops a couple. Maryland is the only team that enters the rankings. They're now 24th. As Tennessee's lost, they get knocked out. But next week, we have a bye week. So we don't play, which means this will be the first deep dive into recruiting. We're going to go into all of our recruits, take a look at some of the big ones around the country, and get you caught up with recruiting, because I know you want to see recruiting. So be on the lookout for next episode. It's going to be a good one. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.